Hey, so if you watched my last video, the UK state pension crisis no one is talking about, you remember that we broke down some pretty scary numbers. We talked about how the system is under pressure, debt is rising, the triple lock might not survive, and that for many people under the age of 50, retirement is not looking so good. Well, guess what just happened? The government is now reviewing the state pension age 4 years early. Yes, you heard that correctly, 4 years early. Let's look at this article. I'm going to break down exactly what it means for you. Let's dive in. I've got the Sky News article here on my screen with some supporting research. Let's go through it because what they are not saying might actually be more important than what the article actually reveals, right? So let's go through this. So starting with this, the Works and Pensions Secretary has announced a review of the state pension age, right? The government is required to conduct a review into the state pension age, currently 66, every 6 years. The last one conducted was in 2023, and the new one announced today is due to finish in 2029. So the date of this publication is the 21st of July 2025, right? So on that day, the new one was announced and it's due to finish in 2029. Now, I want you to pause right there, right? Every 6 years, that's when it's meant to happen. Like you can see, the last one concluded in 2023. So the next one should actually be in 2029, but we're in 2025. That's 4 years early. When has the government ever done any review 4 years ahead of schedule? The answer is never. That means that something is in the numbers that they've seen that has got them worried. And if you watch my last video, you know exactly what that could be. Rising debt, aging population, few people saving for retirement, and the growing cost of the triple lock. The real context here is that the Office of Budget Responsibility have been saying this same thing for years. Public finances are unsustainable and state pensions are one of the biggest reasons why that is the case. And if we keep the triple lock, according to the Institute for Fiscal Studies, the state pension age might need to be raised to 69 just to even keep up. Let's keep reading. The Department for Works and Pensions said 45% of working age adults were putting nothing into their pension. This is very important, with concerns that the cost of living crisis is preventing people from investing in their retirement. So 45% of working adults have zero pension savings saved. Let that sink in. Nearly half of the workforce. And as a result, the government is reviving the Pension Commission. Now, the Pension Commission is the group that is responsible for starting the automatic enrollment into pension that was so popular and successful actually. So they have a very good track record. Now let's look at this report. This is the press release when the government revived the Pension Commission. This is also on the 21st of July. So let's look at what the press release says. Now, this is the part that interests me, that I want us to start with. While the introduction of the automatic enrollment increased the number of savings level have often remained low. So it increased the number of people saving, but the levels that people are saving are actually low. Around 1 in 2 workers in the private sector only save around the minimum contribution level, 8% or less of earnings. So 45% are saving nothing. Another chunk are only saving the bare minimum, which is 8%, which most experts say is not enough for a comfortable retirement. That's a disaster that's waiting to happen. Here's the line that is worrisome. Okay, so this is the line I'm referring to, right? However, new analysis show that there is more to do with the incomes of retirees set to fall over the next decades if nothing changes. So retirees in 2050 are on course for £800 or 8% less private pension income than those that are retiring today. So £800 less per year. Let's keep reading and we'll go back to the Sky reports. So the Department of Works and Pensions Secretary said many workers are more concerned about putting food on the table and keeping a roof over their head than saving for a retirement, and that's the reality. Saving for a retirement that seems a long way away, and that many businesses face huge challenges in keeping profitable and flexible in an increasing uncertain world. Okay, fair enough, right? We just have to give it to her. She basically acknowledges here that it's tough right now for people. People are not thinking about retirement, they are thinking about their bills, rent, food, and businesses who also pay into workplace pension are struggling too. So this review ideally shouldn't just be about affordability for the government. It's also about whether people can afford to save at all. Now, the Sky News article mentions that women who are now approaching retirement have half the private pension wealth of men. So the average woman in her late 50s can expect a private pension income of just over £100 a week compared to £200 a week for men. So most women will earn less, even up to half our retirement. And research shows that women actually live longer, about 3 years longer than men. So let's just step back for a second. We've got nearly half of the working age adults saving nothing for retirement. Millions more are only putting the bare minimum, 8%, which is not enough. Women are heading into retirement with half the private pension wealth of men, and they are living longer, meaning their money has to stretch even further. And now a pension age review is happening 4 years early. Here's the thing. Liz Kendall already ruled out touching the triple lock. She ruled out raising contribution from businesses or workers. So when you take these options off the table, there is really only one option that is left. You would have to work longer before you can claim the state pension. This early review is not random. It's the first big sign that the pension age could rise sooner than anyone expected, and even rise faster and higher than people even anticipated. If you are under 50, you need to assume two things. One, you work longer than your parents before claiming the state pension. Two, the state pension will make up a smaller share of your retirement income than it does today. That means that the time to start closing your own pension gap is now, not in 10 years, not when the next review lands. If you want a full breakdown of why this is actually happening, watch my last video, the UK state pension crisis no one is talking about today. And drop a comment, what age do you think realistically that you retire? Because if we keep going like this, the answer might actually shock us. Come on, also hit the like button, subscribe so you don't miss any more videos like this. And until next time, have a good one.